Let's put on our thinking caps for a minute. How does the artist make money? A hit single. It's not the easiest thing to write a hit single, but sometimes it's no surprise that artists can get very tired of a song they have wrote. It can range from overplaying on the radio, playing it again and again for more than 20 years, some going as far to say how much they hate playing or hearing the song. With that in mind, I'm Jesse Prue, and this is Artists That Hate Their Own Songs. R.E.M. helped carry the flag for alternative rock in the 1980s, gaining massive popularity in the 1990s. The first album of the 1990s for R.E.M. became one of the band's best sellers, but it also contained one of R.E.M.'s songs that they regret. The song, Shiny Happy People. I'm sure by the title you know where this is going, sounding like a song that would be played at a children's reading time in the library. And behind the music documentary for VH1, Mike Mills had this to say about the song.
Shiny Happy People, while it's a good song, it's not really what you want to be remembered for in history.
And he's not the only one. In 2016, singer Michael Stipe said in a BBC interview, quote, "If there was one song that was sent into outer space to represent R.E.M. for the rest of time, I would not want it to be Shiny Happy People." Even though it became R.E.M.'s last top 10 hit, I'm sure when R.E.M. has their own kids' TV show, you won't hear the band perform the song.
Sing that Shiny, Shiny People song.
No.
I'll get you started. Shiny, shiny people. Shiny, shiny
I hate that song, Space Ghost.
Oh, me too, Michael, me too.
It's one of rock music's most important pieces of music. Even people who aren't fans of rock or music know Stairway to Heaven, one of the two songs you chant on stage when you suck. Of course, the other being Freebird. You could say that's Led Zeppelin's anthem. But there is one member that isn't a big fan of it, which is singer Robert Plant. In a 1988 interview with the LA Times, Plant, quote, said, "I break out in hives if I have to sing that song in every show." And in 2002, Robert Plant pledged a donation of $1,000 to a Portland, Oregon radio station that announced its refusal to play Stairway if they got enough donations. And that's not the end of it. When Led Zeppelin did the O2 Arena in 2007, Plant demanded the song not be played as a finale. Well, we won't be seeing Robert Plant do Stairway to Heaven anytime soon. Probably considered one of the greatest songs of the 90s, not only igniting the grunge movement from Seattle, but making Nirvana into a literal overnight sensation. It was Smells Like Teen Spirit. From playing bars to arenas in a couple months, and with 40,000 copies of Nevermind printed, it would go on to sell 10 million copies in the United States. While Smells Like Teen Spirit was being played on loop by MTV and radio, Kurt Cobain got tired of the song quite quickly. In a Rolling Stone article in 1993, he said that, quote, "It's almost an embarrassment to play Teen Spirit," and then ending with, "I literally want to throw my guitar down and walk away." Well, for Nirvana, it wouldn't be the worst thing in the world. Well, you get my point. You know how Kurt Cobain dislikes things after getting popular? Times that by 5 and you get Radiohead. The band's first single, Creep, blew up radio stations on the back of the grunge and alternative rock movement in the 90s. One of Radiohead's most popular singles is one of Radiohead's hated songs by its members. The band don't really show the same enthusiasm that fans do. After the song's release, singer Tom York started saying that it's crap in interviews, and eventually the group removed the song from their set list altogether. But it didn't stop fans from wanting to hear the song. When one audience member tried to request the song at a concert in Montreal, York famously answered by saying, "F*** off, we're tired of it." The band have begun playing the song in concert again, but don't expect them to play it every night. Oasis have been known for a couple of things, being one of the bands to spearhead the Britpop movement in the 1990s, trash-talking other bands, and the Gallagher brothers fighting with each other at every second, making the Davy brothers of the Kinks look like they were slapping each other like girls on stage every night. Oasis released What's the Story? Morning Glory, containing the best known song by Oasis, Wonderwall. But singer Liam Gallagher isn't a big fan of Wonderwall, saying, quote, "I can't f***ing stand that f***ing song. Every time I have to sing it, I want to gag." Can't really tell if he's actually hating the song or actually just taking another stab at his brother Noel Gallagher, who wrote the song. And you thought you didn't get along with your siblings. Neil Young is known for skipping from genre to genre, releasing feedback-filled hard rock with Crazy Horse, or going alone with his acoustic guitar. Young, off of the success of Crosby, Stills, Nash & Young, released Harvest, containing one of Young's most recognizable songs, Heart of Gold. It boosted Young's career, becoming his only #1 hit. But Neil Young, he's a recluse, not being too much of a fan of the song or what it did to his career. Young wouldn't return to the musical style of Harvest until 6 years later with the release of Comes a Time. He probably won't want to play the song, but expect some other great hits as well. It's become one of the most well-known Christmas songs of all time. A song organized by Bob Geldof to raise funds for starving children in Ethiopia, using some of his musical contacts, featuring some of the most famous stars at the time: George Michael, Phil Collins, Bono, or if you're from the UK, Bono, Boy George, Sting, members of Duran Duran, and many more. It became the fastest selling single of all time in the UK, selling 1 million copies in the first week alone. But Bob Geldof over the years hasn't been too jolly about the song. Geldof once complained to the Daily Mail that he hears it playing in the supermarket, commenting, "Every f***ing Christmas." Someone isn't very jolly this Christmas, and someone might be getting some coal. Did you like the video? Make sure that you like, comment, and subscribe, and make sure you leave some video ideas in the comment section below.